Alrighty, folks, Moneyball continues now with this event, which is the Moneyball event, 4/3 or better. On the left-hand side, Robbie Hayes and Justin Shaw versus on the right-hand side, Brandon Muñoz and Ryan Moore. This is the titular event of the weekend. Big money event, $150 per player, $300 per team. Unless you're, I believe, a rookie or lower, then it's $75 for it. And the spread is 50, 30, 20. We're getting a taste for the zone of Hayes and Shaw, who initially did that jump out there. Just to see the reaction, and the reaction was Shaw almost sprained his ankle. So did Hayes. 1-1. Just a bunch of information for him. Hayes, one of the few Foosers we've ever seen switch from a rollover to a pull shot due to arm issues.
Do you know what in particular those arm issues were? Was it elbow, shoulder, wrist?
I think it was shoulder, but I can't be 100% certain without asking. And you watch him play throughout the course of this match. He's a very cerebral player. Might not have the flashiest pull shot, but it is mechanically sound. But you can be sure he's taking all the information he sees, uses it for the next bit of his series.
One thing I've talked with Hayes about, when he nestles right up to that ball, it tends to mean something different than when there's a space there. And I'll just leave it at that. We talked about it yesterday, and if you watched other matches, then you might have heard me say, but it's a clear sign of what might become based on whether or not you can see daylight between that plastic figure and the urethane ball. See if you can come up with your own conclusion.
Ron in chat, this could be a sleeper team. I think this is one of the sleeper teams in this event. A lot has to go their way, but they're more than capable.
What is defined as a sleeper team? I only know that in terms of race cars, and you see like a 1972 prototype Honda Accord / Toyota Camry who shows up. The windows aren't tinted, has hubcaps, the rear end's a little beat in. It looks like it's delivering pizzas, and then it just completely blows you away.
Up until being blown at the end, that was my car you were describing.
Probably still gets 42 miles to the gallon too.
It does.
So am I on the right path?
I think so. I mean, Ron, I'd like to hear your definition. I mean, I know that term. I don't know if we have the same thing, but me personally, a sleeper team, which is a team, if you looked on paper, if you looked at the brackets, you know they're going to do well, but you don't think they're going to be winning it, but they're definitely capable of taking out some of the bigger names in the brackets.
I think this is one of the bigger names in the brackets. It just so happens that Brandon and Ryan are such an overpowered team that you just assume that they will win. They're such a favorite that you just assume they will win.
Yeah.
And I think there are no other teams who are likely to win. There are some underdogs who could win. I think Hayes and Shaw could win this. Could and will are two very different things. Play them for a reason. Look at Ryan's goalie rod just out on that long.
No. Sorry. Everyone. Ready?
Oh, that fakey 2 times. Shaw doing decently back there enough. We'll have a peek at the stats here in a moment. But Hayes has been making it work on the 3, but under pressure against a team like this that has so much firepower. Calls a timeout.
See Robbie tapping his head there. Maybe a nod to the conversation we had.
Always close in matches is really hard. Overthink and all that.
So many mics, so little words.
See?
4-4 first game. Hayes on the 3. Buries that long. Cheers from the audience. Local boys are looking to make good. 1-0.
That was your first long, yes. The other one, you hit 3/4, and your other straight was there.
Time. Long time.
No, I think it was fine.
It's close. Well, we had a clock there.
Huh?
I know I can't get long by myself. I know this all by myself.
That is the technical term for it. Like somebody handed him the ball. Jeez.
Yeah, right, dude. I was fucking stuffing that shit. I was stuffing that shot.
Ready? Yep.
Whoa.
Okay with that?
We both.
appearance or not?
I can put the table on my side here. I don't know what happened.
Is that what you're saying? Shaw doesn't agree.
I mean, the wall was around here.
Shaw's
where
better
it
than you
is.
guys.
But how'd the table lift?
It definitely wasn't
Because
for
he
me.
should- he should.
It was the same shot as every other one.
went this
You went when I went. It was both of us going.
But I can,
There wasn't any
I can do this one, not this way.
Did you participate in the lifting or no?
I did this.
You didn't lift at all?
No, I don't think. I don't know.
I think that's the answer.
So the table.
Skipped about right here.
Than any other shot. Somebody else did something.
I mean, I can do this way, but not my way.
Oh, that's Justin all day. It's Justin all day.
It won't matter. It was just weird because everybody's like, why is the table off the floor?
I know, exactly.
We're all like, what
Clay
happened?
says he can do a replay.
How did he do that?
That doesn't matter. Oh, well, I guess you could maybe.
Doesn't matter to you guys?
If you
They'd have to do it from like a weird angle or something.
Is there something to say? I don't know. Are you allowed to make a call? Yeah, are you allowed to?
Flip for it. Flip for the 5, Robbie. Robbie. Flip.
Sorry, thank you.
Yeah, we're good. That's the easiest way to solve it. That's how all men make decisions.
I actually don't know what they're discussing. Is where the ball goes? Is that what the conversation is?
They wanted to know who did it, and absent that, they're just flipping.
Is it 0-0? Yeah.
It's 0-0.
Okie dokie. I mean, the table clearly came up. And it came up on one side of the table.
I think there was a dog under there on Thanksgiving dinner. Flashback to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Walking the ball. Wow, Shaw. Tracking. Timeout called.
You were just making him feel what he did to us.
Yeah, exactly.
And I used the reset too.
Oh, no, you didn't go over 15 though.
No,
That did give you
it's not first. Ready?
ready.
Yes.
And you saw that worked out. They pulled back, maybe thinking he was going to go bank again, and came back to the corner, and that thing's squared long.
Is it timeout?
They're all in charge of that?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think the middle belongs to somebody. And I think that's what Justin was asking is, do you want me to get that or do you got it? And if you're on that 5 bar there, I think it's on you to stay in the middle unless you and your goalie discuss otherwise.
Isn't that weird?
It is. I think it's able. They got it for an Amazon.
It's all that sauce you've been doing.
Yes.
Holding Muñoz to 38%.
I think Robbie Hayes might have one of the best 5 bars you've never seen. And if you watch a lot of foosball, you're familiar with him. You've seen him here in the Pacific Northwest tournaments, sometimes down in Vegas, also Colorado State. And it's not a surprise to see him pass this well if you've watched him play before. But to the casual fan who might not watch all the tournaments or who might only watch the big tournaments, you might be going, wow, this random person is having a look. No, he's just good at foosball. He's good. He has a good 5-bar. And 7 for 11, 64% is good for anybody, against anybody. So it is slightly higher than what you might expect, I suppose. But it's not a surprise that he's having a good percentage against even a top-tier player like Brandon Muñoz. Or Brandon Muñoz, as you'd hear him say. Yeah, Ron Olson there in the chat saying he's super talented. I lost to him in singles at Colorado. Surprised you, yeah. And I bet that impression is enough to stick to where I think the surprise element might be gone next time you play him. He's a good player, really good player. Outstanding 5-bar.
What a beautiful bait and race by Shaw to the middle. Gosh. Shaw creeping. A little box. Danger, Will Robinson down the middle.
That is Ryan's first clear attempt that didn't clear the offensive forward. Out of 9 attempts, now 10 attempts. He's 9 for 10 clearing with a score and 2 passes.
Do you know who the winner of this goes on to play?
I can tell you that real quick. He's brushed it up through that reverse defense, I think 3 times now. They play the winner of Jake Barnett and Trevor Park versus Mo Uden and Cam Burrows.
All right. Fake bump off the wall, the far wall.
From this angle, you can really see, not on a bank attempt, how much movement there is on that table. Part of that's the shooter, part of that's the table itself.
Cam with that beautiful pass in the lane, quick conversion. 1-1 in game score. That clearing is ridiculous. 91% by more.
Raptor arms. No, I know, but he also fakes it for a straight. Typically, it's not built, which is why you got the last one.
So it looks like it's not both of their responsibilities.
Because it's a spray.
Game 3 underway.
It was fun to having a peek into those conversations.
This time Hayes was there to pick up that lane pass from Ryan. 41. Muñoz is getting on Hayes' 5. Looks, and I could be wrong, that he's just hovering off the ball, just racing for that brush. Hayes not giving any other kind of fakes or other options outside of what he was doing earlier in the last game. Continues to move it. There's a little bit of a fake. Not down fast enough. And all of a sudden, without a couple 5-3 bars, you're down by 2 in the third game.
That last shot by Muñoz. You saw in that close-up, Shaw doing the lift up the old defense. Shoot at me, and then dropping his men back down, trying to time Brandon shooting at an empty goal. And Brandon hit the empty goal while the guys were still in the air. Not the player I'd want to do that with. It is fun.
After Muñoz set up what he was setting up, guarding the lane, sitting on the wall again. Sibilance.
Yes. Come on.
Monster pull side.
Yes.
His 5-bar passing has dropped significantly in this third game. Shaw calls a timeout.
This is what it's like.
Huh? Yeah, one piece.
I don't know what they're saying. I think they might switch. I think is Justin going to go up front just to give him a little breather? Nope. Trickles in.
Thank you, he says.
Right. Yes.
Game 4, here we come. 2-1 in favor of Muñoz and more. Not much to say there between those two games. Pass, shoot, score, defend. It's that easy, folks. Sarcasm.
It is that simple.
It is that simple. It's not that easy.
Simple is not always easy.
Say that to my shoelaces.
Say that to my ex.
Body fakes from Hayes. Ball's like, yeah, I want some more.
I like that defense.
Happy Mother's Day to all you out there who are simple and not easy.
Mothers?
All you moms out there. It's a question there that says, are body fakes legal? We'll well, they're not illegal. I suppose there's a point where you could start to become a distraction depending on what you're doing. But if you have the ball on your 3 and you're making a motion that is consistent with what you would do during a shot, I don't think that's illegal at all. I think if you said, "Hey, Mom, look at me," while you shot or while you were about to shoot, that's probably a distraction. If you stomped your feet while you were shooting, that would be a distraction. If you moved behind the ball, like if you jammed your 5 bar into the wall before you shot, that's a distraction. But just making a move as you go to shoot, I don't think so. And I agree with Ron. I think it is a judgment call. Some refs would call that. Not what Hayes is doing, but there is a point where I think they might call it. But no, this is what he's doing is not going to get called by any ref that these players would agree to having at the table.
Yeah.
I like the question. And if you're new to foosball, if you're just getting into foosball, if you've never watched foosball, or if you have been for 40 years and still don't know the rules, all the questions are welcome. Anything that you might not understand or might not know or might just be curious about or have an opinion on or anything else, we're about it. It's part of the thing that makes streaming foosball on Twitch so fun is the back and forth, the interaction, all that stuff. So if you prefer to stay only a viewer, thanks for being here. Glad to have you. And if you like to throw some comments in the chat, also totally welcome and enjoy.
That was not the way that he wanted that pass to go.
He missed it 4 times.
Ready?
Yeah.
Haven't seen much from Shaw offensively. 3-bar pass bank. Because why not? It's a Sunday afternoon. We saw that 2-to-2 pass earlier. It's freed him up to be able to do the wall pass for Hayes. Pull shot position. Sinks it. 3-2.
Now that is a direct adjustment from yesterday. And what I was talking about earlier was when Rob nestles his 3-bar guy all the way up to that ball to where there's no light in between them. Historically, at least recently in the last year or so, him shooting a pull shot, if there's no daylight between those, that means he's not going straight. He didn't have a straight off that set. And so if there was any daylight, that means most likely a straight. And if there was no daylight, then definitely not a straight. And on that last shot, he went straight. And as you can see in that close-up, he was directly on the ball. So good adjustment by him. I suspect that might have played a role in it working.
Moore up front, stole the ball, did some other things that was very Moorian.
Yep.
Now it is match point for them. Shaw creeping from the push side.
Haven't seen a lot of push creep. Creeping on the push.
Pull creeps easier, I guess. Ends up on the 5 of Hayes. It's a gift.
It never stopped either. It was a moving back. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Robbie also is just a really funny person in person.
Yep.
There's that 2-to-2. Buries that. 4-4.
Where are our timeouts? Just one? Easy. Take one if we have to.
He's pondering his timeout situation. It's 2 each.
2, so we'll take one.
Nobody called timeout.
charge.
What?
Good healthy charge.
Just like music.
Oh, you mean the resetting you're doing on the 5RD? Yes.
West commenting. Fans, man. I accidentally got in the way with one. Good healthy charge.
Reset. Not just if you reset, I just give all my time. You heard? You reset, I just keep going and going.
Yeah, you do your thing.
Okay.
I'll call you a cheater.
Ready?
You guys got both?
Yes, sir.
4-4, third game. Fourth game. 4-3 or better. Muñoz. Taps down the middle, and there you have it. 4 games. Robbie Hayes and Justin Shaw are defeated by Brandon Muñoz and Ryan Moore.
Saving that for you.
Like ours? One?
think so.
Both?
I think so. It's the one.
I didn't put any.
Yeah, both.
Or no, yeah, I did put one in.
Are you sure?